hundreds and fifties and twenties, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanna look like me 'cause that nigga look like she can count on them. She try to be nosy and hit her lag, she like, girl, you can get.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, what point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On first down, Carr. And incomplete to open things up. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He can run for it, and he will. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 734.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Able to find runner, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Carr now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Carr. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontez Perfect. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh my God, he ran him over. Damn.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. This is Richard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs.
I can't understand what you're saying, bro.
Is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there.
I'm not a bandwagoner.
To the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
How does the
What's going to happen when they go to Vegas?
They run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
No, quit,
you're
bro.
not. And last time I looked, it's
I
still the
came
first
back
half.
from games like this.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Allen's got it complete, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw again. Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To the air again here. Rivers feeling the pressure. pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This one taken from the 7. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? First down, Rivers. It's complete to Watt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is.
Passes don't get no more beautiful than that.
Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
How good I gotta get it, coach?
Following the incomplete pass.
Easy, easy.
Rivers now. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
That is Mario.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score.
Oh, get the pass off. He's open. I'll get it back. Don't worry.
Tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
Fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. Rivers on the money, complete. And some room to run now.
Out his shoes.
And the gain here to
Out
the
his
previous
shoes.
play, it's better than 40 yards total. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Rivers again. To the end
Oh, my
zone,
God,
but it's
dog. Come on,
incomplete.
Madden.
Keenan
Really?
Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. 4th down, Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception here, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a second and long. Now Rivers, and a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped.
390.
T-Pan Tyson. He's griefing now.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they
are.
Oh, yeah,
I can hear you the whole time.
They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And now they face
Thanks for making my YouTube video. I appreciate it.
Throwing, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
I'll never tell.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play.
Yeah, you gotta hunt me down.
After him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is...
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up.
Add me and I'll send it to you.
At Maryland in college,
but it's definitely a new
Tennessee
page.
Volunteers, and I was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with.
And he's taken down.
Bosa burger, baby. Bosa burger.
Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That boy love him. He can't stop eating them. The Bosa burger.
Now Carr. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time
Burgers,
they've
burgers,
gotten today, and
burgers,
this
burgers,
one results in a safety.
burgers,
Now the 2 points,
burgers.
that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
White Monday down. Recon, 132 fighting.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Carr gives to Richard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rivers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that.